Namaskar. Welcome to 2MG or 2-Minute Gyan by Agile Beyond Boundary. In episode 10, when we talked about simplified OKR, I got lots of good responses, many personal calls, personal messages, and in fact 2 conference calls. And what I realized that there are certain common anti-patterns prevalent across organization, across geography, across industry. And with this collective intelligence, I come up with this episode where I'm going to talk about 5 anti-patterns in OKR. And if you are rolling out OKR, if you are planning to go for OKR, be careful and watch out for these 5 anti-patterns. The first and foremost is we take OKR as big organization-wide initiative, and it is imposed or mandated on people. So it's like a big drill down. OKR should not be imposed and OKR should not be mandated. Rather, a better way of doing it is create enough desire, like any good change management. OKR is more of people aspect and less of process aspect. So create that desire by means of training, coaching, good change management, and allow people to go for it when they feel ready for it. In my personal experience, I have seen an organization where they keep doing lots of workshops, trainings, and when few of the teams start to feel like, yes, we can go for OKR, they opted for it. I personally coached them in a couple of occasions and the results were astonishing. Soon, they start to share their experiences with other teams and other departments, and that's kind of worked like a viral, and other departments and other teams soon onboarded and they started using OKR. So not imposed, create desire. Second anti-pattern is when OKR is cascaded on the teams. So it's like, department creates their own OKR, so they have objective, they have key result, and they start to cascade their objective and key results to the teams, and the internal team start to do it to the individual members. No, this is an anti-pattern. OKR must not be cascaded. Rather, OKR is aligned. What does it mean? It means you allow teams, department, even individuals to create their own OKR, but then there is a duty of transparency. So you must visualize it, even if you are working on remote environment with right set of tools, shared collaboration, collaborative tool, we should be visualizing it. And that's create more dialogue. Again, individual and interactions over process and tool. You create dialogues and over the time it start to align. Most of the time it will anyways align, but then it will start to align even more. So that's important to know that it should not be cascaded, rather it should be aligned. Third anti-pattern, when we don't spend enough time in objective definitions. Rather we go by, we know what is our objective, it has been written somewhere, or I have a strong feeling that this is my objective, and we simply go for objective and start spending more time on defining key results and corresponding initiative around it. My personal experience and the most common testimony or feedback that I received after OKR in different organizations, that people come and say, Vivek, you know what, the most beneficial for me was our debate and discussion during objective definition workshops. In some occasions, I even take 3 weeks, like 3 different consecutive weeks of workshops, until now, unless we all are very clear and crisp that this is the objective we are looking for. Most cases, my experience, when organizations start with objective, what they think it is objective is often a key result or sometimes even actions. Like in one of the case, a leader wanted to reduce cost in weekend support, but that's not objective, that is a key result of something else, just to give you an example. So the anti-pattern here is rushing for objective. Try to spend good amount of time, efforts, and an honest attempt to define objective. Fourth anti-pattern is about making it one-time event. So you define OKR, you define key results, you create some initiative, and you will think that, or you will dream that it will give me all the benefits. No, it should be a living activity. It's like, day in, it's like a breathing thing. And a good way of doing it is OKR check-in process that I talked in episode 10 or in simplified OKR. So that's number 4. And the 5th anti-pattern is falling in love with your current OKR. Yes, OKR should not only be living, but it should also be evolving. Inspect and adapt is a very, very important rule that apply with OKR. You may have spent good amount of time in setting up OKR, and you may have a very good check-in process, but don't fall in with your current key results. Rather, you should make it much more inspect and adapt. Maybe your OKR approach is right, but the first outcome or first attempt of OKR is not very well aligned with your real reality of market or ecosystem in which you are playing. So do inspect and adapt, and don't worry if your first attempt of OKR is not working well. Give it time, nurture it, you will be benefited out of it. So my friends, if you are going for OKR, if you are planning OKR, be watch out for these 5 anti-patterns. I am repeating these 5 anti-patterns. First, it should not be imposed. Rather, there should be a desire to go for it. It should not be cascaded. Rather, it should be aligned by better visualization. You should not rush through objective definition. Spend good amount of time, workshop with right set of people, and do an honest attempt to define your objectives. 4th, it should be a living thing. It should not be one of the activities, and definitely aim to go for check-in. And 5th, be aware and accept that your first attempt may not work well. Nurture it, and OKR will do wonder for you. I can promise that. With this, signing off for now, I am Vivek Sinha, and I believe Agile is beyond boundary. And friends, please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe our channel. Thank you.